It is usually said that women are born with a value, but the question is that value you are born with, is that what you will use to attract the high value man and keep that high value man? That's what we are all going to be talking about in today's video, because in recent times I've observed that a lot of women have just decided to be parasites. They have decided to be very, very dependent, not really trying to improve themselves. And they still want to be able to attract high value men even without any form of investment in themselves. In this video, we'll be looking at what a woman needs to do to attract an high value man and to keep that high value man. Because attraction is very easy, actually. Yes, very easy, because men tend to have very low standards generally, but keeping that high value man is the main thing. My name is Astod, and this is Astod Psyche. This is a channel where we talk about human and relationship psychology, trying to help you become a better person and also help you get an healthy and long-lasting relationship. And without much ado, let's dive into the video. Now, women are born with their value. Yes, that's the truth. Like, once a woman is born, she's born with that beautiful face. She's born to have the breasts. She's born to have the boobs, the buttocks. And then she has the O in between her legs. You see, these things I've mentioned are what actually carries a woman's value, or are what are ascribed as those values that a woman is born with. But as you are born into this earth as a lady, having these values already, you are already leading life 10 already. The question now is, what will you do with this value, and how do you add this value or add up this value to increase it in order to attract this high value man or this high value men? Because society has made women to be very, 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 very reliant on men for almost everything. I've seen women that rely on relationship for feeding, for their clothing, for virtually everything, their creams, their perfume. Like, they rely on relationships. So if the current boyfriend is not able to provide these things, they quickly move to another relationship. In fact, that's this. So relationship is a kind of job for them. And such kind of woman, even though you are so beautiful and like we are 100% beautiful and all of that, you cannot attract and keep an high value man. You can be very beautiful on 10 over 10. Yes, you get the attention of that high value man, but you will not be able to keep him, because high value men, being high value themselves, look beyond beauty, look beyond the appearance, because they were men that got to where they are through discipline, self-control, being ambitious, being emotionally intelligent, and a lot of financial discipline. So definitely those kind of men would not just go for anything, because they will be looking for the 1% of women as well, women that have the beauty and the skill and the values that are required to keep a relationship. Because you cannot expect a man to treat you right or to take care of you like an angel or like a queen that you think you are, if you don't have any form of independence. You don't have any skill, you don't have any job, you have nothing, no self-worth, nothing. You don't have anything aside from your beauty, like the beauty you have. You don't expect such a man to take care of you or to respect you or to treat you like the way you think he should treat you. No. So for you to be able to attract an high value man as a lady, you must build yourself emotionally, financially, and physically. Because it is until then will you be able to attract and keep such a man. Looks alone is not enough. Even though I know that men have low standards as compared to women, a man can take 20 years to build himself and get to where he is, and decides to just stay with a girl that has just beauty. Yes. But it will interest you to know that such men are not the kind of high value men I'm talking about. I'm talking about men that look beyond the beauty of a lady, that goes to the character, to the skill, to our level of ambitiousness. Because those men that are wealthy but that cannot stand their ladies or their wife to do their own work or to pursue their own goal are not high value men. They are insecure men. And high value men are men that are confident in their skin. They are not men that want to prevent their wives or their ladies not to work just because they feel that they will not be able to control her or because she will have certain power over them. No, those are not high value men. Those are not high value men. High value men that I'm talking about are ones that even support them to achieve their own ambition. So they are attracted to ambitious women. They are attracted to women that want to do something for themselves. Not the kind of men that prevent those. So that's what I'm saying, that the fact that a man has money does not mean he's high value. High value man is confident in his skin, is confident in his personality, so he is able, due to that confidence he has in himself, to support without getting insecure or thinking that the lady will surpass him and whatever. He does not have such a mindset. So for you to attract a man like that, with such a value, with such a confidence, with such a level of security in himself, not being insecure, such a man, you need to have more than beauty. You need to build yourself. I've seen ladies that live with their boyfriend prevents them from working, so they cannot even buy a recharge card for themselves. Everything they do or they want to do, they will have to take permission from the guy, and the guy has to like give them go ahead. They don't have a life of their own. They disappear. They lose their identity because they are in a relationship. Even if you have beauty in such kind of relationship, you cannot be respected, you cannot be treated right, because you lack boundary, you lack self-worth, you lack ambition, you lack skill. You are not valuable to yourself. You cannot provide what you yourself you need for yourself. So how can a man treat you such a just that kind of ladies that guys will definitely cheat on and like maltreat or abuse even physically and emotionally, because you don't have a self-worth, you don't have a skill, you don't have anything to bring to the table, you don't treat yourself well, you don't respect yourself. Because if you respect yourself, you will not put your life in the hand of a man or of a boyfriend to take care of you without you doing anything or without you even having any form of value for yourself. I'm not even talking of you even being valuable to him, but being valuable to yourself. You having a skill, having a job, having an ambition, having a dream that you're pursuing on your own. So you have to get your shit together for you to be able to attract and keep those high value men that you really want to attract. You cannot attract an high value man by just being beautiful alone. No. You need more than beauty. You need a skill. You need an ambition. You need a goal. You need to pursue something. You need to work towards something. Then definitely you have to take care of your physical appearance. So these are the things that you need to do to be able to attract and keep an high value man. I've never even spoken about the domestic things. We're talking about you having an ambition, being goal oriented for a start. Before we talk of probably being able to cook or do certain things in the house, you being valuable to yourself, being able to provide for yourself financially, being ambitious, You see, these things are what will keep that man, because he knows that you have boundary for yourself. You have a self-worth. Not that every little thing you ask from him, or you take permission for every little thing for him to give you. You cannot be respected. So go out, get a skill, get a job, provide certain things for yourself, give yourself boundary. Don't be too available. In fact, you shouldn't even stay with a man that is not yet married to you. You will lose your respect. So that is all I have to say. That's the advice I have for you today. Kindly, if you like such kind of content, kindly like, share, and subscribe, so that when we release another video, you're going to get notified. My name is Astod, and this is Astod Psyche. Till we meet again. Thank you.